Welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot. My name is Carol, and this is a general reading for Capricorn, March 2024. And so, Capricorn, what I want to do for you today is I want to look at your current energy. Maybe you're sitting in, a position where you're having to make a decision. Maybe you're struggling with something. Maybe a pattern is showing up in your life and it's happening again and you can't figure out why. And so we're going to look at that. And that's what you're consciously aware of. And then what I want to do is look what you're unconsciously aware of. That means I want to look in your shadow and see what's coming up for you to heal. And if you're not familiar with shadow work, there is a link in my description box below. And once we look at that, because that's going to really impact what's going on with you right now, we're going to look at we're going to ask the tarot for some advice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video with another video for you to look at that's going to help you with something that you're going through right now. So let's ask the tarot right now. I'm going to ask the tarot for 3 cards. And I only want 3, so I want 1 in each. If too many come out, I have to put them back in. So let's ask the tarot right now for Capricorn's current energy. 1 card, please, if we can. Here we go. That one came out. 7 of Swords for your current energy. Now what I want to do is ask for what's coming up in your shadow to heal. What's coming up in... Too many cards there. What's coming up in your shadow for Capricorn to heal? And we have the 3 of Pentacles for you. And finally, advice from the tarot, please. Oh, there's too many cards here. Those flipped up. So I'll do that again. Advice from the tarot, please. Here we go. This is the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so now I'm gonna, I've used the Light Seer's Tarot for that, in case you're wondering. I like to see where I got these cards from. All right, we're going to use the Light Seer's Tarot right now. So I want some 2 cards for clarification, please, for the 7 of Swords. 2 cards for clarification, please. 1. 1 more, please. The Judgment card in reverse. 2 cards for the 3 of Pentacles, please. 2 cards for the 3 of Pentacles. Here we go. The 7 of Cups in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. And 2 cards, please, for the Hierophant. 2 cards for clarification. All right, so I got the 7 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. All right, so let's begin. So Capricorn, I did your 2024 reading. It's linked in the description box, and in that reading, I pulled out 12 cards, one for each month of the year. So what I did for you is pulled out March card. And this is the overriding energy for March for you is the Temperance card. So the Temperance is all about finding that middle ground. And this journey and this channel is all about healing and the healing journey. So the journey of healing that everyone is on this planet, whether they admit it or not, we all have stuff to heal. It really is, it's a process and it's a journey. And sometimes, we stray from the way that we need to be going, but it's all about finding the middle way, finding that middle path, and it's a process, it's a journey, and sometimes temperance mean it takes time. It takes time. And so that's where we are right now, the energy that you're sitting with. Now, for March, right now, currently, you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Swords, this card is in reverse. The Seven of Swords is, if you look at, this is Thief card. Look at this individual. He thinks he's getting away with something. And you have that crow at the bottom here. I love crows because crows are messengers. And crows will always, there's a message for you to hear sometimes. And when I see this card, this Thief card who thinks that, he's getting away with stealing all these swords. And swords are our mental belief systems. They're the things that people told us when we were younger, whether they were like our parents or coaches and, adults, relatives. People told us, there were things that they told us about ourselves. And we believed them because we were young, right? And so this individual here is running away from, as if he's stealing these belief systems, and he's not stealing them. They were given to this individual. They were given to us. It was like we stole them. I mean, we didn't have any belief systems ourselves until people gave them to us, right? And so this is in reverse here. So what this is saying for me is that there is a resistance from you, Capricorn, to actually look at what are some of your belief systems that you've inherited from other people, right? So this is where you're sitting right now, where it's like maybe you need to look at some of these belief systems that, and I can see it coming up in the advice from the tarot, because, sometimes we need to question them when they come up. So let's see, right now you have the Nine of Wands. Now, I'm not sure if I call them wands or swords. I tend to call them swords, but I'll describe it as a wand, but I'll call it a sword. So I hope that when I introduce this to you, I didn't call it a sword. I tend to do that, and it's just so now I'm trying to pay attention to that. So the Nine of Wands is a card about somebody that's just been through a lot of battle, right? Somebody that's really, the Wands is a suit of trying to take your life into the direction you want to go. Trying to do something and you're just feeling weary. You're feeling beaten, that you just can't do what you want to do is what this card is about. And there's a resistance here. There's something that's blocking you from doing what you want to do. And I'm seeing it as, there's some belief systems here that are in play here that are blocking you from doing what you want to do. And the Judgment card comes in here next. And the Judgment card is I love this card. It's a very interesting card. It's in reverse for you, but we'll look at it upright. You see these people, they're coming out of their coffins here. And there's this angel above that's, tooting its horn, and it's waking these people up, and they're all coming up out of the coffin, like they're being reborn. And what this Judgment card is about is it's a nudge. It's the universe that's calling you to almost wake up to these belief systems that you have about yourself that are not true, and they're blocking you from doing what you want to do. And this is in reverse. And so because it's in reverse, you're not hearing it. You're not hearing that the universe is saying, hey, Capricorn, wake up. You have belief systems that were given to you, and you need to look at them. You need to start questioning them. So let's look at your shadow, which is what needs to be healed. And the Three of Pentacles comes up. And the Three of Pentacles for me is, first of all, it's number 3. So that's creativity. And this particular card is a pentacle card. So it's working with people. And because this is a healing, this is all about the healing journey, I like to look at it as, you know, working with people. I like to look at it as maybe working with a therapist, you know. And I'm wondering that in your shadow, there are some things that need to be worked out with a therapist. And so this is what the shadow card is saying here, that there's something that needs to be worked out here. And when the Three of Pentacles comes up, I always call it kind of working with a therapist card. Makes a lot of sense. It comes in when it's supposed to. The Eight of Cups is in reverse here. And the Eight of Cups is a card about walking away. And so in your shadow, there are abandonment issues. There are issues here where people have not supported you, have walked away, have not been there for you when you were younger. And it's in reverse here, so it's very repressed, which tells me that. I think that's why it's saying, you know, maybe you need some help. Somebody that can help you work on some of these abandonment issues, because sometimes when we try to do them ourselves, and maybe that's why it's coming up, because maybe you've been trying to work on it. Maybe you know about these issues. And I find with healing, it's one thing to know about our issues. And a lot of people, you know, will say, well, you know, I know what happened to me. And you know what, I'm done with it. I've let it go. I'm not dealing with it anymore. I don't have to deal because I know what happened to me. You can know what happened to you, but you have to process the emotions that come along with it, and that's the only way to heal. And so, you know, for some reason I'm saying that to you, but I think this is, you know, I think there's some help that's needed here for you to go and work on some of those abandonment issues here. Yeah, because sometimes when we have these abandonment issues, they are messages we have as a child interpreted those messages of people that don't love us. They don't like us, and we interpret that as, you know, I'm unworthy with these Seven of Swords. I'm unworthy. I'm nobody loves me. I'm crap. I'm a piece of shit. All those things that you can say to yourself when we've been abandoned, when people have not supported you in your life. And so this is what's happening here. And the other card that's come up in your shadow is the Magician. And the Magician is a beautiful card. It's in reverse here, but the Magician is a card of, he's like the number 1 of the major arcana, right? He's the universal force, the number 1. He is so grounded. He can manifest anything because he has the force suits here, all the symbols of the force suits here. And this is a reminder, and I've been told this by my own therapist, and it's not something I wanted to hear. But, you know, you need to be told that, you know, we have all the answers in us. We have everything in us to, you know, to heal. And it's in reverse here, which tells me that maybe there's a part of you that thinks, you know, why bother? You know, why I can't heal this, or I don't want to heal this, or it's maybe too painful to heal. And so I don't really want to do this. And the Magician says, you know, the universe has your back. And with the help of the universe, I mean, this individual, the Magician can only do what he does because he has that power of the universe, the help of the universe that's coming, the strength from the universe that's coming through him. And he's not going to hold on to that. He's going to use the power, but he's grounded. He's grounded into this earth, and you can see all these beautiful, abundant flowers here. So he's going to take that energy from the universe and he's going to ground it, right? It's not something that's going to come from his will. It's going to go straight through his body. And so this magician trusts that he can do whatever he wants. He has everything it takes, but he needs the universe here. And, you know, I'm not professing, I'm not, you know, touting any religion or any, it's whatever you think it is. It could be a creator, source, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it. But I call it the universe. There's universe out there that, just because it's a general term for everybody that, you know, you can relate to, but there comes a point where you have to trust. You have to trust that you have what it takes in you to heal with the help of someone else, you know, because you have some real mental belief systems here about yourself that you need to undo. You need to unwire, you know, we have to become rewired because we were wired into believing this stuff. Advice from the universe. The Hierophant card comes in reverse here. So the Hierophant card is that card where we have, this is very much like normally in the Rider-Waite deck, you see this individual here who is like a papal figure, religious figure, and he has these two disciples and he's kind of preaching to them, and, you know, we learn from that. So it is a religious connotation. And so this card is really saying, this is a card about everything that we've learned about ourselves from other people. It's about how did we learn obedience? How did we learn, how were we conditioned? What were we told from other people, right? And it's all about how are we wired? How are we conditioned? And the universe here says, well, it's in reverse here because it's really, you're not looking at it. You need to start looking and questioning. If something comes up, you know, I believe that I'm a piece of shit. Well, where does that come from? Who told you that? You know, that's a message somebody told you. Or, you know, I believe I can't do this. Who told you that? Or I'm not allowed to do that. Well, who told you that? Like things like that, when you start hearing thoughts like that in your head, the universe is saying it's time to start questioning. It's time to start questioning, where did this thought come from? And we don't question it enough. We just accept that this is who I am. Like, this is who I am. When it's not, you know, because I'm sitting here in your shadow where, you know, and like at the beginning, you've stole these thoughts. You didn't steal them. People gave them to you. You have these mental belief systems about yourself. And it's time to walk away. It's time to walk away from these thoughts. And not only that, it's time to look at, you know, who has walked away from you. Clarification for the Hierophant card. I got off track there a bit. Sorry about that. So the Hierophant, you know, it's about rewiring here. How are you, the tarot wants to help you rewire these mental, you know, rewire who you are, your thought of who you are. The Seven of Cups comes up in reverse, and the seven, look at this individual looking at all these cups. Oh, everything on display, all these choices. There's so much distraction out there. And the universe is saying, this is what's blocking you from getting at all these belief systems about yourself. There's too many distractions out there that are preventing you from getting at all these belief systems about yourself. And really, you know, that's how we find out about ourselves, is when we get still and we start to kind of, you know, listen listen to, get back into our body and start to listen. Listen to what's really in there. Find out who we really are and start to question it. There's just so many distractions out there. And, you know, we have choices. And the universe is saying, you know, you have a choice. You're allowed to pick whatever you want to do. You have a choice here. But the Ten of Swords, your mental thoughts are really killing you. Your mental thoughts and your belief systems that you have about yourself, they've really done you in. Like, I think you're, you know, if you want to go into a different direction, you have to start examining these thoughts, because this is what's going to happen here. They're really doing you in, and you really, because you're believing them, they are running your life. But your mental thoughts are not you. That's not the true you. The sword in particular is about authenticity. The sword in particular is about finding who you really are. The sword is about cutting through the bullshit. You know, there's two sides to the sword. There's one side that you're believing who you are, and then there's the other side that's just the bullshit. Well, the one side where you're believing, the one side that where you're believing who you are is the bullshit. And you have to try to find out who the real you is. And this is what this card is saying, you know, it's time. It's time for you to go and find out who you are. And so I'm going to leave you with a video at the end that's all about journaling from your emotions. And just to journal what you're feeling. And that is just really gets in touch with a lot of inner parts of us that want to talk to us, our inner child that wants to tell us they know who you are. You know, that you know, think of a child 4, 5, 6 years old. They knew who they were until people started telling them who they were. And we just took on these belief systems. I want to pull a card for you, a spirit card, animal card for you, to read for you, Capricorn, to leave with you today. I like when a card falls nicely out of my deck for me, for Capricorn, I should say. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, I like this one. Okay, number 17. Co-create with spirit. As you look around you, can you sense the magic that pulses through the world? Have you witnessed how every thought can become a thing? How every intention can call the universe into action as the sacred laws shape what you experience? The universe works in perfect order. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with spirit, you will want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. Crow Spirit says that you are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. The laws of abundance, compensation, frequency, and praise are operating in your favor now. Remember to be grateful and praise what is yours, even if it is still coalescing into form, still residing in the invisible realms of co-creation. No matter what area of your life you're concerned with now, what you hope for is on its way. For Spirit is co-creation partner, is your co-creation partner. And all I could think of through the whole reading was, you know, we talked about co-creation. This is a card of co-creation, of creating. And I said it's a card of, you know, therapy and co-creating, because you also have here the Magician card, and that is definitely when I talked to you about the universe has your back. You know, when you're co-creating something with this wand here, It's not, and a lot of times we feel like we don't have what it takes to do it, right? You don't have what it takes here, but you do have what it takes. If you just trust the universe, it's going to take you to where you need to go. And so Capricorn, I wish you well, and I will see you mid-March. Take care. Bye-bye.